How's it going, guys? Welcome to Onslaught Reviews. My name is Adam, and today we're talking about Zombieland Double Tap. Alright, so, I really enjoyed the first Zombieland when it came out, 10 years ago, and, when I first heard that they were going to be doing a sequel to this movie, I was a bit nervous, because, generally when it comes to sequels, you kind of want to put them more closer together, You can stretch it to maybe, 2 to maybe 4 years max, but anything past that, it's really hard to kind of recapture that spark that made the first one great. Because the first Zombieland movie, I just rewatched it, and it is still funny as hell and really cool. It has a really cool message about, family and stuff like that. So, I was generally nervous that this was just going to be kind of a cash grab, just kind of October, we can put it out in October, horror movies, zombies, all that good stuff. And, I feel like a part of it is, but, it actually is, just as enjoyable as the first one. Maybe not just as enjoyable, but it's an enjoyable film, and I was glad to see it. So, without any further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so, a lot of this movie kind of has the same pacing structure as the first Zombieland, which is fine, but it's almost kind of the same story beats, it's the same thing with, Jesse Eisenberg and Woody Harrelson's character trying to, make their way to a place or something like that, or now they're trying to, find somebody and stuff like that. It's the same kind of thing with this movie, it's Jesse Eisenberg, Woody Harrelson, and Emma Stone trying to find Emma Stone's sister's character, who ran off with a hippie and went and joined some, post-apocalyptic hippie commune, which is pretty funny. But, yeah, it's kind of the same story structure and stuff like that, but it still works, what I really enjoyed about this movie is, all the characters, they really feel like they've, been living together. You know what I mean? It's been 10 years for them, and they've, been fighting together, living together, and it's, they've kind of formed this kind of, makeshift family, and everyone kind of has their roles in that. And I really like that about this movie. This is not your typical zombie kind of thing, where it's super serious or something like that. This is a fun movie to go to and have a good time at. And, that was one of the things that I really enjoyed about this movie. It doesn't take itself too seriously, and you can just kind of sit back and have a good time and laugh at some fun jokes and stuff like that. But I will say that it does seem kind of formulaic to the first Zombieland movie, but honestly, I'm not sure what more you can do with that. You can only take that kind of story so far before it's fuck this. But yeah, that was one of the things that I really liked about this movie. All right, so another thing I really enjoyed about this movie was how they kind of expanded on their version of zombies and stuff like that. Since they've been living in this world for 10 years now, they've had time to kind of categorize the zombies into different threat levels. The lowest one is a Homer, which is no threat at all. You can actually see them trying to chase butterflies or something like that, which is pretty hilarious. You got Hawking, which is a more smarter kind of zombie. He's gonna actually kind of figure out how to get to you, in a very clever way. Then you have ninja zombies, which are just super fast and agile, and will just come at you at a freaking velociraptor or some shit. And they kind of hint at this new kind of zombie that they've been hearing rumors about, that they're calling the T-800 zombie. And it takes freaking forever to kill him. So that's kind of cool. It's very Left 4 Dead for me, which is awesome because it's one of my favorite games growing up, when I was younger. So that was also a big plus for me. Alright, so there's one more thing that I want to talk about when it comes to zombie movies in general. Because nowadays, we don't really see a whole lot of zombie movies coming out. After The Walking Dead came out and just gave everybody a slap in the face when it comes to, zombie movies and zombie TV shows, I kind of feel like there's no real use for zombie movies anymore, and I kind of see that in pop culture, Anytime I see a zombie movie now coming out, it's usually satirical. You either have the Zombieland movies now, or, The Dead Don't Walk, I think it's called. I think it came out earlier this year, which is a very kind of satirical take on zombies, and then you have, Warm Bodies and stuff like that. So, generally speaking, I don't think zombie movies are really all that popular anymore. But, in the case of Zombieland, because the zombies kind of take, like, second stage to an actual good, like, character-driven, comedy, I think it works out in his favor. But, yeah, it's a weird thing, man, with zombies, because I remember when I was really young, and I was first getting into the Walking Dead comics, and the show came out and everything, I was all about zombies. Everything I did was zombie-related. I put up freaking, zombie posts on Facebook all the time. I started stupid zombie freaking groups on Facebook that I haven't freaking deleted. So, I was definitely big into zombies, and I watched The Walking Dead religiously. But as the years go by, and freaking, like, it's just kind of, it's become so normalized now that, I'm starting to get to the point where it's just like, okay, like with the show The Walking Dead, not everyone has been enjoying the last few seasons, but, I have, and I've been sticking around, but I'm waiting for them to just kind of stop, because they keep going, and they're gonna be doing a whole bunch of new shows and stuff, but, I don't know if they should, but, anyways, I'm ranting. Freaking, but yeah, zombies, not as cool anymore, I guess, but still cool. Okay. So anyways, past all the ranting about zombies and stuff like that, I had a really good time with Zombieland Double Tap. If you were a fan of the first one, and you want to go see it, definitely go see it. You're going to have a really good time with it. So I'm going to go ahead and give Zombieland Double Tap 4 out of 5. Well, alright guys, that's it for me today. Stay tuned for my next review, because that'll be coming out very, very soon. It's a review for the movie 3 from Hell, the new movie from Rob Zombie. I just picked this up, so I'm going to watch this as I'm editing this review. So, yeah, that should be up pretty much, like a day after this review comes up. So, yeah, see you guys in the next review.